Just a minute. Gonna let people know that I'm starting. Stream on my phone. It's been a while since I played this game. Last time I played it was when I was taking a break from the Red vs. Blue videos and wrapping up Genlock. That's how long it's been since I've streamed this game in particular. It's a double-edged sword streaming from PS4. Because, on one hand, don't have to worry about my computer crashing. That's a bonus. On the other, there's no push to talk. And so anything that happens in the background, you guys are privy to.
Running a sweep.
Notification squad, woot woot. Alright, so let's start with some stealth.
Sleep it off.
Stay alert.
Kaiser asks, is this going to be CT and S? I don't know what CT and S means.
Continuing sector sweep. Got movement.
Literally didn't see that coming.
Got movement. What was that? Control.
Sweet dreams.
What was that?
Looking at
Engage! Got him! Keep fighting! Fire in the hole! I'm going in! Keep him out of the air! Stick together! We can still beat him! Attack! Attack!
God, I forgot how tough these Sable agents can be.
Red 3. Red Leader, send reinforcements. Watch my back! Damn! Stay clear!
That's all of them. Let's find out what they were up to. Yuri, looks like some people were protesting this Sable base, and the agents responded by locking them
Kaiser, no, I don't have any of the
Hearts and
DLC to this
minds.
game.
Can you get them out?
up. It'll take some persuasion, but I'm a pretty persuasive guy. So, when you were little, did you say, I'm gonna grow up and be a fascist oppressor? Yeah, you probably did.
Take him down, now! Watch my back! Bring him down! We need backup!
More of you! That's it! I'm leaving a bad review!
Sticky belt down launchers in the air! Clear! Doing this. Engaging target.
I'm calling customer service! I distinctly ordered only one group of hostile Sable agents!
Spider-Man, I just heard Sable's issuing an internal bounty. Huge bonus for any agent that brings you down.
Nothing like a little healthy competition to maintain a positive work environment.
I think maybe need a special ability to throw jetpack agents, and I just don't have it.
Look, if you guys are gonna keep showing up like this, it's just polite to call first.
Tossing grenade! Take cover! Stick together! We can still beat him! Attack! Attack! Tossing grenade! Cover my six!
Yeah.
Sticky belt down launchers! Get the cover! Bring in! Keep fighting!
Damn. Trying to get all the bonuses too. That's what's messing me up. Ah, I gotta start all over.
spring now.
Gotta move. Who's there? Spider-Man! Freeze! We gotta get out! Advancing! Get him! Fire in the hole! Keep your distance! Watch my back! Got him! Target is hostile. Moving in! Keep him out of the air! Engage! Clear out! Perimeter! Keep on it! Clear! Watch it! More dangerous in the air! Everybody down!
I don't like how there's no lock-on feature.
Get him!
So I could have threw the jetpack guy there. Nope, it made me target someone else instead.
He's airborne! Clear! Surrender or die!
calling customer service. I distinctly ordered only one group of hostile Sable agents.
Spider-Man, I just heard Sable's issuing an internal bounty on you. Huge bonus for any agent that brings you down.
Nothing like a little healthy competition to maintain a positive work environment.
Final wave.
The trouble's next door. Hey, it was worth a try.
Gosh, so many jetpack guys. Okay, that's one less jetpack guy to worry about.
Take cover! Bring him down!
There we go.
Seriously? How else did you think that would end?
And I leveled up. Not bad considering it's been like 4 months since I've played this game. Alright, time to catch up on the chat.
Got the people out of the cells. They don't seem inclined to continue their protest.
Compared to Draken, asks your opinion on this is basically Ruby. I really don't like Jello Apocalypse. I never have. Not ever since I found out, like, you know, the first time I had ever heard of Jello Apocalypse was his vote video, and his vote video is so bad, it should get him blacklisted from serious discussion forever. Like, no matter how good his other videos are.
Hot stuff coming through.
Like, that's how bad his vote video was. I did end up watching Raymond's reaction to it. Just so that I could have an opinion on the video itself, and it was just a bunch of memes and jokes we've been making for, you know, 6-7 years now. There's nothing new, and this is basically Ruby. And if that's typical of the This Is Basically series, then yeah, not interested in watching any of his other videos. Like, I gave him his chance.
It's happened, people. The chickens have come home to roost. Of course, by chickens, I mean the lunatics who escaped from Rikers Island. Home they're coming to is yours. Thanks to Spider-Man attracting these psychos to our city like moths to a flame. We had them all stashed right off the coast of Manhattan. If only someone had pointed out what a bad idea that is.
Jameson's got a point. Shouldn't have, you know, the world's most dangerous supervillains incarcerated right next to the biggest city in the country. Was it like third biggest city in the continent? I know Mexico City is bigger. Is Toronto bigger? I don't think Toronto's bigger. See, that would be a cool thing to look up had the map quizzes won the poll instead of this.
Location is in the vicinity of Devil's Shelf.
The Survivor asks, have you seen E3 this year? Yeah, and it's just as abysmal as every other year. It's...
To lend a hand?
I don't understand how anyone can still take E3 seriously. It is just cutscenes
Thought you might need one,
and
officer.
vertical slices.
You don't know the half of it.
and
Never seen
not
anything like this
gameplay.
devil's breath stuff. Forensics is having a hell of a time. News reports say this is where Otto
With
released
the
devil's
freaking,
breath.
like, do you mean like how
Got some residue I
Sonic
can
has
track.
his homing attack? No, I mean more like how,
Some residue on this sign. Maybe I can isolate it. AT-rich leader sequence. This looks promising.
I have one of these.
Oscorp's modified CPF-1. Definitely Devil's Breath.
As far as homing attacks,
Should
well,
be able
I
to
mean,
track the
that's kind
dispersal
of what the
path
triangle
now.
is for, but, like, you
Trail
can't
goes in a few directions. Need to find the
actively,
right
like,
one.
target,
Really can't say, sir. You're telling me.
No good. Dead end.
Hey, you get that crazy octopus guy who did this, you hear me?
Vapor trail heads up that building.
I mean, there's a lot of, like, 3D action games and stuff that have some kind of lock-on feature.
Trail leads down into those vents. What was Otto doing up here? Should be a door or an access hatch around here. Well, this is moody.
No, Survivor, I have not heard of Empire of Sin.
Must be some way to hit the lights. Let there be light. Whoa. Was Otto using this as a staging ground? Chaos of the prison break would have been perfect cover to move in.
Norman. Feel like I can't turn around without seeing his face. He smiles for the cameras, collects his accolades, and keeps his boot heel pressed against my neck. Why can't anyone else see how selfish he is? How reckless? How evil? If only they could be made to see the Norman I know. The man behind the mask.
Have a good day, Kaiser.
Oscorp has snaked itself throughout the city. Power, communication, public...
Looks like Otto's been studying Sable's tech for weaknesses.
I mean, I don't know why he would have to. Sable are pretty inept at their job.
Good old Rhino. My second favorite Russian. Looks like Otto recorded messages for his crew.
Alexei, I've followed your career with great interest. The world sees you as a witless dullard. I see a warrior with a poet's heart. I know you desire freedom from the battlesuit you're sealed inside. Help me achieve my goals, and freedom shall be yours.
Yeah. I know I addressed this complaint during a previous stream of
Otto
this,
developed a corrosive to free Rhino from his suit. A certain government agency
but
spent
like,
years trying and failing to do that.
gotta kind of
took
wonder who
Otto
this
a
game is
few
for,
days.
because like, in order to
Mac
have the
Gargan,
beginnings
aka Scorpion,
of
aka
a
Crazy
talk about
Pants
any of this
McCrazy.
is to already
Scorpion's helping Otto in exchange for a clean slate.
is to
Criminal
already
record
be familiar
expunged,
with all these
gambling debt
characters.
erased.
But if you're familiar with all these characters, then there's like no drama, because then you already know
This, Mr. Gargan.
like
Clearing
where
the
they're going
debts
with
was
Dr.
more difficult than
Octopus.
I anticipated. You're in arrears to some demanding individuals.
Like if this section
Once the
was a
reservoir job is
longer part of the
finished,
game,
Your financial obligations will be finished
then
as well.
I would
Otto
understand.
Octavius is nothing if not
But as it
persuasive.
stands, it's just really weird what they do with Doc Ock throughout this game.
Old man Vulture. I've tangled with him more than anyone else here. Power source for Vulture's wings gave him spinal cancer. And Otto's developing an experimental treatment to save him.
Adrian, what bitter irony that your miraculous wings should have wrought such horrors on your body. Thankfully, you are now working for me. When our
Chapter
work
Score
is
2
settled,
asked, I wonder if
treatment I've
the
developed
Avengers game will add
cure
Spidey.
you. You won't shuffle off this mortal
Yeah.
coil just yet, my friend.
Yeah, this Avengers game, which looks very detailed.
Electro. Total live wire, that one.
Also seems like it's gonna be garbage because, like, for one, those designs suck.
When you first
They
conveyed
picked
your
like
dream
the
to me, I
absolute
thought you were
worst
insane.
designs
Pure
for
energy.
all the Avengers. Two,
But as I dove deeper
it's
into the
Square
problem, I
Enix.
discovered a
They
way
suck.
to give us both what
They
we
have a couple
desire.
talented
I
developers
promise
under
you,
their
when
staff,
we get
under
done,
their
you
umbrella.
will be
Eidos
pure
Montreal is
energy.
one of them.
Or so close to it as
But they
to
didn't
make
want to
the
make an
difference
Avengers
irrelevant.
game. They wanted to make another Deus Ex game. We lost out on the sequel to Mankind Divided because of this Avengers.
big pipe dream is
nonsense.
to become pure energy. Doc actually managed to modify his harness to get a little closer to that goal. What's this now? Otto must have used this map to plan, but it's blank. Unless there's something here I'm missing. UV bulb. Huh, nothing happened. Must be a way to get that lamp. There we go. Hidden markings. Otto's tasked the villains to destroy Oscorp holdings throughout the city. He's trying to take apart Norman's empire piece by piece. Seems like the last stage of the plan is a direct assault on Oscorp. And most likely, Norman. Scorpion must be trying to poison the city's reservoir. Another Oscorp-owned property. Rhino's targeting Oscorp's shoreline properties. Which is he hitting first? And Electro's disabling Oscorp power plants. Makes sense. What's Vulture doing in Times Square? I need to keep my guard up. Lee's going after the Devil's Breath anti-serum. Using something called Icarus?
How many men would I need? Well, let's see. First, some kind of disaster. A hurricane, an earthquake, or a plague. Next, assaults on Oscorp's power grid and emergency relief send the city into chaos.
Hello,
See the
Kieran.
truth about Norman. Yes, just a handful of men. No more than a half dozen. A sinister 6.
No more than a half dozen. And also all the people working for them.
Icarus, this is it.
Hello, Spider-Man. We've never been properly introduced. I'm
Otto Octavius. There is no Icarus, is there?
No. Martin needs no assistance to secure the anti-serum. Icarus was a ruse to get you into position.
Into position? Huh?
Need a lift? So refreshing to work for a man like Octavius. Backup plans for his backup plans.
Hey!
Pete, are you okay? What's happening?
Traffic's rough. Listen, Lee's gunning for the anti-serum. We need to find Oscorp's Devil's Breath lab before he does.
On it right now. Follow every building permit in the city. If there's a record of the lab, I'll find it.
That's great. Okay. Talk soon, MJ.
Okay, yeah, this is the Vulture Electric fight. I actually like this boss fight.
Trap failed? Softened him up. Time for plan B.
I don't remember how to do this.
Teamwork's beautiful, ain't it? Helping you reach those unattainable goals. Like killing Spider-Man.
That was almost heartwarming, Electro. You really grew in prison, didn't you? Feelings. That got it. Now I can get closer. Need to web the transformeries over.
Kieran asks, so would you want to see animated Marvel films like DC does? We had a few.
Long feud ends tonight, insect.
We had a few in the mid-2000s when DC had like first started. Marvel got right on it. But then Marvel was like, no, we're gonna focus on like actual good movies. Here's the thing. And this is gonna be a very unpopular opinion. I don't like the DC animated movies. There's a couple of them I dig. There's only a handful that I would say are outright bad, like Justice League War. Which, like, Justice League War is one of those that's actually, like...
I'm so happy I can almost stop fighting. Almost.
Justice League War is worse than the Justice League movie.
The vigor of youth, the wisdom of experience, a fine pairing.
Just like oil and water, sure.
Yeah, as far as Marvel anime movies, like the Doctor Strange one was pretty good. Both of the Ultimate Avengers could have been a lot better had they been given a bit more time.
He doesn't stand a chance. We got this.
Again, hate to be the pessimist, but I don't think you guys are assessing this situation accurately.
Next time you're mine.
One thing real quick.
Yeah, like this battle would have been so much cooler had it been had there been like one-on-one fights before this.
One down, one to go. How many times have we done this dance, Adrian? A dozen? 2 dozen?
Once too many. Tonight will be your last waltz. Nothing more than luck.
What's happening?
Electro's been grounded.
Spider-Man, I presume. If you really cared about this city, you'd be helping me expose Osborn for the criminal he is.
By killing innocent people?
I would have restored the power.
You're sick. You need help.
I have all the help I need, and we will not stop until Norman gets what he deserves.
Yep. Yeah, now it's the Frightful Four.
I hate it when they team up. Just need to catch my breath. What time? Oh man.
But yeah, the only DC animated movies I like are Superman versus the Elite and
Need to update
Batman
Yuri.
Under the Red Hood. Those are the only ones I think are great.
Vulture and Electro are down.
The rest are either overrated,
Also noticed a rooftop in
barely
Times Square
okay,
exploded.
or
Wouldn't happen
outright
to be
awful.
related, would it?
Nothing gets by you. It was Octavius' staging ground. He's using the villains to pull apart Oscorp. Vulture and Electro were targeting power plants. Scorpion's going after water treatment. Not sure about Rhino yet. Something along the shoreline.
That's good enough to start. I assume you're going after Scorpion?
Yeah. City's already on the brink. If we lose clean water, we might never come back. I'll update you when I make progress.
Sounds like a plan.
Should try leveling up. See, what suits do I have?
I should check on Miles.
Hey, team, you okay?
Every day in every way. Long time no see. City just got a tiny bit safer. Nice job, me.
You know, I don't mean to overreact, but I'm starting to take this personally.
Around the city. Location is Firehouse on the west side.
Sorry about that. Where were we? Oh, right. That's what I was gonna ask you. I'm fine, but you and May are in the middle of it.
We're busy, but people need help. And I'd rather be doing something than waiting around for somebody else to fix things, you know?
Yeah, I heard that. Just make sure you protect yourself. Mask and gloves. And rest every now and then. All that goes double for May.
There's the reservoir. No sign of Scorpion.
Better take a closer look.
Now, if I was a mercenary dressed like a Scorpion, where would I be?
Behind you!
Me, I'd end it now. But Octavius is paying, and he wants to torture you, which I respect.
Damn it! What did he inject me with?
The obligatory Arkham Asylum-esque trippin' ball sequence that all superhero games just need to have for some reason.
Is that a sea of poison? Can't be. This can't be real.
Find that, like, as far as I know,
I can't take any chances. Gotta get to higher ground and
Scorpions,
analyze whatever he injected me with.
I don't think Scorpion's poison was ever hallucinogenic.
Okay, should be safe for a minute. Need to analyze the neurotoxin so I can create an antidote.
No, I have not seen
made some upgrades.
The Batman vs. Ninja Turtles. It takes me a while to end up seeing DC animated movies. Like I said, it's just I don't find, like, most of them I just don't think are good. The process of elimination. I know these two have to be the other ones.
Hallucinogenic neurotoxin. My brain will create nightmares that my body thinks are real. I have to create the antidote fast. First, I need a natural steroid. Extract from an Eclipta alba plant should do the trick. ESU's greenhouse is nearby. Hope it's in season. Greenhouse! Eclipta alba should be inside the greenhouse. There it is.
Is that relative? It's you, Secret Safe.
Where'd it go? Is this real or in my mind?
It can be both.
Doc?
It's just the hallucinations intensifying. You can get through this.
Doc? You sound...
like I did before the neural interface affected my mind. My obsessions were always there, but the interface allowed me to fully embrace them.
I have to fix this. Fix you! Somehow!
Peter. Always trying to shoulder the responsibility, even when there's no hope. I can't tell you how many times unfettered optimism has kept me going when things look bleak. I'll miss being with you. I really will.
I'm sorry, Doc. I'm so sorry.
Yes, you're sorry. And yet, you let it happen. Makes one wonder where your priorities lie. I mean...
There's the Eclipta alba.
Crap, this isn't part of the open world. We have to find a way to hide the load screen. Just have it fall for a few minutes.
Make the permanent antidote. One of Harry's research stations was developing a synthetic atropine. Gotta get there fast. Giant deadly scorpion tail. Lovely. Thanks, Brain.
How you feeling, Spider? Raw panic crawling just fine.
Scorpion? How'd you get this number?
Always asking the least interesting questions. It's not how am I calling you, it's am I calling you? Maybe I'm just the fevered screams of your dying brain.
Real or no, when I cure this poison, I'm coming for you, Mac.
Talk from the little bug. Have fun chasing pink elephants.
Into the station. Atropine's right there.
Is that relative? It's you, Secret Safe.
Atropine's gone. Oh, not again.
Yeah, this is ripped straight from the Arkham games.
This isn't you, Doc.
Is me.
The Me Polite Society founded.
Like right down to the color palette.
Suppressed.
The oranges.
Break those chains.
Like the first one of these, a little more unique, you know, with the green and stuff. But then, like, crap, we need another color to make this part distinct from the previous part. Oh, just make it orange. Like, but wait, wasn't the whole point like trying to distinguish this from Arkham? Oh, God. Leaving before I look.
Stop running from me! Let me try!
I want nothing from you! You're a failure at life, love, career. You bring nothing but pain!
No, stop! I'm not giving up on you!
Like, they could have made these red and blue like Spider-Man's colors.
Just talk to me! I can help you!
Instead they went with green for
treat me like all the rest, containing me, suffocating me.
Green for Scorpion and
I
orange
let
for
my genius shine on its own.
We really want to just be transparent that this is based on Arkham.
I saw you, Peter, taking notes, stealing ideas, a rat in my own lab. To think I called you a friend.
I am your friend, Otto. There it is. The atropine. Got the atropine. Now I just need to mix up the antidote. Looks like I'm headed back to the lab.
You're with us.
I'm here, Jerks. Sorry to bust up your plans.
Oh, Wes, don't worry. Just let us try to look for you. We'll be seeing each other again.
Count on it. Somehow. But I'm running out of time. I need to mix the antidote. Finally.
Yeah. Once again, just a way to hide the load screen.
You're in my domain. You're just like Osborn, trying to steal my genius. Everything that happens now is your fault. I knew you were laughing at me.
Thought I forgot about you.
Scorpion, are you even real?
Hold still. I'll show you.
That gave me an opening. Another hallucination. At least he had an imaginary glass jaw.
Not gonna be that easy.
Sure it is. Now I know you're the poison trying to distract me. Bring it on! One down!
You're a loser. All you'll ever got. The world would be better off without you.
Nice. Just a few more left. down. One more. Hope that's the last of them. I can barely stand up. There's the centrifuge I need. Finally. I'm running out of time.
Yeah, right now I think the Spider-Man rights are being well used. I mean, between this and Spider-Verse and
Where'd my suit go?
his involvement in the MCU, like they're doing fine with him now.
I'd better put some clothes on. Much better. Let's just go ahead and forget that ever happened.
It's not like Fantastic Four, who have yet to have an even competent movie made about them.
Ooh, head's still foggy. Need to work the last of this poison out of my system before I tackle the other villains. Good time to go on patrol.
Let's see. Let's do this. Let's do this Kingpin mission.
Spider-Man is in range.
I want the X-Men to be renamed. No. They'd still be the X-Men. I want them to be rebooted.
Spider-Man sighted. Please advise. Deploy heavy ordnance.
Now, I made this opinion on Twitter,
MJ, hey.
and I didn't get any heat for it, which surprised me.
When is it okay to give up on a friend?
Oh wow, Pete. Thinking of Otto?
That obvious, huh?
Yeah.
I don't think the X-Men movies were ever, like, that good.
The high-minded, generous part of me was to say,
Like, the best
being a true friend
the best ones are, like, you know, First Class and X-Men 2. Logan, if you want to count that. The only one that even gets close to being a great movie is Logan. And even then, it has this really stupid Wolverine clone subplot.
Yeah.
That
Thanks,
just
MJ.
is completely forgettable. Like, I actually forgot
anytime, Pete.
after watching the movie for the first time, which was after it had already been out on DVD. I did not watch it in theaters. So, first time watching Logan, and they have this, you know, clone subplot. I completely forget about it, like, just hours later.
You go in, you're on your own.
Like, I'm talking about it, and then they're like, so like, what did you think of the clone? And I'm just like, wait, there was a clone? Like, just a few days after I had initially seen it. Like, that's how pointless the Wolverine clone was. Still a good movie. Like, maybe even a 9 out of 10, but like... Nah, I can name half a dozen Marvel movies that are much better than Logan.
What the hell? Nap time. Yeah. Sleep it off.
And then because, what is player agency, they just automatically know I'm here now.
Back him down!
plenty of face kicks left. Really? More guys? I don't have this many friends!
Spider-Man, I checked records and that site's been getting deliveries from cartel front companies.
They're moving drugs, huh? Not for long.
Get back! Now! Can't let him beat us!
Oh, great, more of them. Guys, Fisk isn't here. You could have just bailed.
Come on, get him!
Reinforcements again? This is only acceptable if you're all showing up in clown cars.
Put my gun against those webs any day.
Come on, guys! Let's finish this! Here comes the pain! Never me! Shoot him down already!
Yuri, I got a bunch of incapacitated criminals and designer narcotics all wrapped up and waiting for you.
Great, I'll just consider this an anonymous tip.
Kieran Porter asks, has Genlock Season 2 been confirmed? Not exactly.
Okay.
We know it's
I need to get
happening.
after Scorpion, but I
It's
haven't
just
seen
not
that
going to
man
happen
face-to-face
this
with the
summer.
fire.
They've only
can afford a quick
announced
pit stop at
things. Like, we don't even have a release date for Volume 7 yet, and we already know that's coming in October. Just because that's when they always release it. So yeah, I would not expect any news of Genlock Season 2 until at least RTX. But they have to make a second season. They have to, at the very least, put up this front that it was successful. You know, they're trying to get Emmys and stuff for it now, which I think is really dumb. Even though the Emmys are dumb, a lot of award shows are dumb. But it goes back to what I was saying, like, way before it was even released. That, like, oh, they want to be judged by those standards? They want to be judged by, like, actual legitimate TV show standards and not just web show standards? Alright, let's judge it by those standards. It's a 5 out of 10 at best.
Why do I blame him and not Martin Lee? I do blame Martin Lee. He deserves swift justice, but he's a lunatic terrorist. This is what they do. Whereas Spider-Man claims to be a hero. Yes, he obviously knew about the threat and didn't warn us. He either thought he'd handled it, which makes him criminally negligent, or he was in on it, which makes...
Right over here. Until Miles gets back, the best thing we can do is
secured, yeah, possibly,
Peter,
but here's the
it is so
thing.
good to see you.
Genlock Season
How
1
are
had
you,
like a
healthy?
3-year development
I'm
cycle.
good. How are you holding up, man?
And came out
Good,
just
but
this
busy.
last January.
Oh,
Like, we wouldn't
let me
even have anything to show for or a trailer or anything until October at the earliest. At the absolute earliest, we might hear like an actual release date and stuff.
Didn't you tell me
around the
something
time
once
that Volume 7 is
accepting that I'm
airing?
human just like everyone else?
And that's if they crunch really hard on getting a Season 2
My
together.
own words against me.
And considering all the flack that they've been getting for grunge,
A little run.
I don't think that's a good move for
Where's
them.
Miles? Could he help out?
So
he is.
it could be another
He's out
year or
picking
two
up
before we
medical
actually
supplies
see.
from the relief center. It's amazing.
Like we could be
Quickly
talking about
we go
Genlock
through
Season 2
antibiotics.
coming out in January
You stay off
2021.
your feet for a bit. I'll organize the unloading and check in with Miles. Deal?
Deal. Give me a chance to nurse my wounded Parker pride.
Come on, Miles, answer. Don't make me worry about you and May.
How long have I been going? I've been going for just over an hour. Yeah.
Quiet. So much for a milk run. How did a bunch of convicts even do this? Looks like an exploding bulldozer went through here.
Thankfully, I think this is the last one.
Those antibiotics.
You hear the sound his head made when the big guy hit him? Like a bug on a windshield.
Need to distract him. Hacking apps should work.
All because he made one stupid crack about the guy's suit. Freaking intense. Dude's got issues, man.
Time to move.
I don't know a single person who doesn't hate these sections.
Medical containers in that tent.
To the point where it's like, why did they do this?
Both of them are. But they're on our side.
Gauze, iodine, but no antibiotics. I need to keep looking.
You two, get over here. All right, already.
Who's there?
This can stop right now. Just give us the locations and schedules for your supply.
More supplies over there. Need to get past these guys.
I hate watching that. Turns my stomach. Just give.
Why are the super dudes so set on taking out these relief? Something about they want to show how weak they can't protect the city. Sounds like a lot of drama. As long as they let us keep all the supplies we find, I don't care. Yeah, man. This stuff will be worth a fortune on the black market. Come on, let's keep digging through it. Some Sable guys give up the depot locations? Eventually, yeah. Now the big guy's taking the stations out all by himself. Who's there? It's that Russian blood, man. Makes him crazy. That's offensive. My grandma's Russian. Speak up and grandma? Doesn't that mean you're Russian too?
What? No, man, don't talk about my family, all right?
I think I saw someone.
Another supply tent. A couple trauma kits. No antibiotics. Gotta be somewhere.
Looks like they're gonna divvy up the supplies. Oh boy. Better not try to short us. Hey, you guys better not try to short us.
Bro, relax. Everybody gets a take. Nobody's trying to shoot.
Gotta avoid that sniper.
Dude, please don't embarrass me. Chill, please.
What the hell? More supplies. crate be the one? Moxicillin. Perfect. That is a very large man.
See, like that guy, he was shooting his car. There's like a 8-foot tall Russian juggernaut.
No!
And he's shooting at him.
I
And he misses and shoots his own car that he's using for cover.
Inelegant. He doesn't understand the fine art of persuasion.
Did not need to see that.
What was that?
Check it. Now.
Don't think he saw me. Time to get out of here.
Whoever is here, come out! I have no time for this.
That tunnel. Maybe I can sneak beneath him.
We are having fun with lights now? I will have fun with your face. Come out! I promise not to crush.
Please don't see me. Please don't see me.
Where are you?
Forward is right past him.
You test my patience. Come out!
Wait for it.
Ow! I do not need it.
See, I do think this one is less awful than the rest because of Rhino.
Where are you?
Oh man. Okay. I gotta get out of here.
No hiding!
Maybe if I get up there, I'll be safe.
When I find you, I will crush you!
That container. That's my exit.
You cannot hide!
Need to get him to clear the opening. Go, 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 go.
It is Days of Goose! I hate Days of Goose!
Guess you let May know I have these.
Get off me! Just give us the wallet! Give it us, man!
Help! Hey, leave him alone!
Big mistake, kid.
You can't just push people around like that.
Or what? Like this? Haha, kid's got guts.
Hip squared.
What the hell's he saying?
I do like Miles in this. I probably like them better here than I do in Spider-Verse.
You want a taste?
Nah, I'm good, kid.
Into the Spider-Verse was another one of those movies that I thought was just okay.
Work on my fight banner.
Like third best Spider-Man movie.
You okay?
Hey, so don't freak out, but
I'd say the first two Sam Raimi movies are better than Spider-Verse. Maybe even Spider-Man Homecoming. So like third, maybe fourth best Spider-Man movie. Kieran Porter asks, so if you were in charge of hiring someone to write a crossover, would you hire someone who only knows about one of the franchises involved and nothing about the rest if their idea was interesting? That's a catch-22 because if they only know about one of the franchises and a crossover, they're not going to have an interesting idea.
If convicts get desperate, they may try to raid the shelter.
Way ahead of you. Anything else happens here, I'll let you know.
Great. Thanks, Miles. Yuri, figured out Rhino's deal. He's attacking Oscorp's relief centers.
Think I know which one he's hitting next. Reports of a possible earthquake and/or demolition derby at the Harlem Center.
Sounds like our boy. Headed there now.
You holding up okay?
Tired, but hanging in there.
We'll get through this. Keep the faith.
What is it with felons and lighting fires? I mean, I guess one does kind of lead to the other. Sorry to interrupt.
Someone get him down here! It's over for you! Get ready!
City's falling apart. I've got to put a stop to Lee and Otto fast.
This is Stable Control. What's the status of our Gibbs Bay position? Observation post reporting in. All clear. Requesting an update on our status in Cathedral. Roger, Control. This is APC Foxtrot. No sign of Spider-Man.
Prisoners are looting a supply station. Any officers near Firehouse, please copy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get distracted with side quests or anything. So I'm kind of wanting to get this game over with.
All units, officers are pinned down by snipers. Available officers, move on Manhattanville.
Someone your own size, Rhino.
Yeah, I gotta agree with Secure on this. I really don't like Miles in the comics.
There is no one my size, folk.
Or maybe we could just talk it out. Rhino, what's with the team up? I thought you were a loner.
Beans and eggs, folk. All of life is beans and eggs.
So what's the end for these particular means?
Freedom! True freedom! No more feud! No more cycle!
I always liked this suit. It's so distinguished.
Be thankful for it. Without suit, I make less trouble for you.
What about our stimulating battle-side chat?
You are funny.
Okay, Rhino. Let's wrap this up.
Never send an 8-ton infant to do a man's job. Let's finish this.
And once again,
Scorch,
2-on-1
you know it's rude to cut in, right?
2-on-1 battle with two very poorly cooked up villains.
That is exactly what I would have done.
Ah, like an old married couple, you two.
Spider-Man and used his corpse for a blanket stick.
Gargan, please, you embarrass yourself.
Stop blocking my aim! Playing patty cake, you idiot! Help me! Watch where you're going, you idiot!
Watch where you stand!
Get him, idiot!
Get him! Come down, help drop!
Guys, please! There's plenty of me to go around!
Are you blind?
Are you stupid? Get out of the way! How did you not?
Rhino's getting his suit removed. What did Octavius promise you, Scorpion?
Gargan has no principles. He fights for profit.
Untrue. I'd rip Spider-Man's face off for free.
of you, Guardian, you will know the pain this suit can cause.
Try it, Red Menace. Hell, maybe I'll just pull you out of this suit myself.
I will say, this is at least a bit more challenging than, actually, quite a bit more challenging than, Electro and Vulture. They do a good job at, covering each other's weaknesses. Can't focus on Rhino because Scorpion will hit you with poison. Can't focus on Scorpion because Rhino will. Yeah, so you gotta, like, actually use some tactics.
Watch where you're going, you idiot! What are you doing? Lay a patty cake, you idiot! Help me!
Guardian, I will squash both myself.
Rhino took out Scorpion himself.
We could just stop now, you know. I won't tell anybody.
And leave your skull uncrushed? There is fun in that! Come here, Ouch! I will teach you to throw real punch!
My jaw's already absorbed that particular lesson. Thanks.
Do you know what Octavius will do if he finds out you failed?
Didn't I hear you took a poetry class in the raft? Like a therapy thing?
Freak show!
A little forced together time might help you boys learn to play nice. All right, Yuri, that's 4 down. Just Octavius and Lee left.
Something tells me they won't be as easy. They're only half our problem, though. Devil's Breath cases are getting worse, and Oscorp is being coy about an anti-serum. I'm worried they're seeing dollar signs in a seller's market.
I'd expect nothing less from our beloved mayor. Leave Devil's Breath to me. One of my best people is on it.
Pete, hey. I've been through the city, state, and federal databases. If this Devil's Breath lab does exist, it's off the books. The only other place I can think to look is in Norman's personal files.
I've already been through his office computer. Are you thinking his penthouse? That building's full of Sable's men. If they spot me, other residents could get... Captain, these Sable guys look like they forced all the residents out of a building so they could occupy it themselves. And locked up the ones who objected.
Okay, that I can get something done about. But I need victims to come forward.
I'll get the people out and have them file reports with the police.
Taking out Sable agents.
Sweet dreams.
Prioritizing them? They're heavily armed with stolen police weapons. Hard target, and we're spread too thin. What about an airstrike? Command's negotiating with the military. Clear.
see. No, I'm just reading chat. I can't read and play at the same time. No, Secure, what I mean by half-cooked is that, like, all of these villains are barely in the game. They just kind of, like, they're mentioned in the background, like, early on. But for the most part, they just kind of, like, come in 2/3 of the way through the game, serve as a handful of boss fights, and then that's it. There's no development or anything with them.
Control, Spider-Man's here. Keep your distance. Watch my step.
Give me about 5 waves.
Hey, reinforcements! Now it's a party!
They're pretty slick. I like... there's a lot I like about this game, actually. Honestly, most of my complaints with this game stem from, like, oh, it's just... There's just a handful of things I like about video games that Arkham did better. You know? I can't, like, knock this game for not being as good as, like, my second or third favorite game of all time. It's not fair. And it's kind of fair because, you know, it's been so long since the Arkham games came out. Like even Arkham Knight was like what 3-4 years ago now, almost. And this was just last year. But like that's not cause to dislike a game. I don't dislike this game. I actually kind of love it. I just give it a hard time because I've seen games do everything this game does but better.
I know what it's like not to have anywhere to stay. It's a good thing these Sable agents have body armor, because I just might lose my temper.
I understand that the Sable agents are supposed to be tough, but it's just not satisfying to fight them. The little like clunking, not clunky, but the clunk sounds that they make when you hit them, like it's not fun. You know, I prefer the like almost bone crushing feel of fighting the demons. Or regular dudes.
More backup? You know, for private security, you guys aren't very private.
Tango is active.
I get kind of the same feeling from Sable in this game that I got from the Tiger Guards in Arkham City. But the thing is, Tiger Guards didn't wear out their welcome the way that Sable does. I will say, this game is at least much harder than the Arkham games. I can appreciate that.
Don't let him whap you. Flank him.
That was harder than it should have been.
Captain, the people that were locked up are headed back to their homes.
Good. And I finally convinced the mayor's office that making constituents homeless was not good for his poll numbers, so they won't be pulling that stunt again.
What you just said about crunch,
like I was saying,
that would help on
paper,
but that doesn't seem to be the source of the issue. The source of the issue isn't not having enough animators to animate all the scenes on time. The problem is, it's Grey Haddock. It's the management. It's
okay.
Like right now,
risky, but we need that
the
location.
animators aren't doing anything.
Wait for me to get nearby, then make your move.
They're not doing anything, and then they work like regular, like low hours
Knows the city
for a lot of the development, and then they're like, oh crap, now we just like gotta cram in all these scenes and stuff, and it's poor communication between the different divisions, and it's something that that I've suspected for a while, ever since now talking with Floofardus for the first time, like when we first like started talking over like right after Volume 4 ended.
Go ahead.
They won't let me in my building. Said it's quarantine. I said, fine, let me in and I'll stay there. They pointed their guns at me, ran me off like a criminal. I got no place to go.
Caller, this is deeply disturbing to me. I promise you, I'll bring it to the attention of the proper authorities. Emergencies do not permit the suspension of human rights. Your elected officials may not be willing to fight for you, but J. Jonah Jameson is.
Yeah, what J. Jonah Jameson just said, that's literally like the Third Amendment. It is absolutely illegal for, you know, security, military, police,
MJ,
whatever personnel to
trouble.
remove you from your home. In order for them to stay there. It was the Quartering Act. It's a response to the Quartering Act in 1760s, 1770s. French and Indian War.
Thanks, Pete. Wish me luck. Okay.
UK was like, or Great Britain
floor,
at the time was like,
on lockdown.
yeah, we're just gonna kick these colonials out of their houses so that we could keep our soldiers there, or we're gonna move in with them, and there's nothing they can do about it.
Excuse me, the lobby seems pretty busy. Is everything okay?
Residents have been asked to temporarily vacate their units while Sable International performs a security sweep.
He'll never survive this. Next election, he'll get destroyed. Maybe.
There's the security room. But that guard will see me if I go in. Residents are pretty upset. Maybe I can rile them up to create a distraction.
Left my stupid inhaler upstairs.
I heard they'll let you up if you claim special circumstances. The health emergency might do it.
Really? Come on, let's go talk to security. Hey, let us back upstairs. I've got a medical emergency here. Oh man, I can't breathe.
Every
Let me
second
back
we stay down
upstairs.
here, we risk catching that plague.
Definitely stay away from the receptionist. Been coughing up a storm.
What? They have to let us back upstairs.
Why isn't Osborn down here? This sort of thing never happens to him.
The mayor and his friends are exempt. Security let one of his biggest donors back upstairs right away.
I knew it. It's all one big boys club. Come on.
That should do it.
Jerry, get out here. We got a situation.
Get out here right now.
Security room's open. Just need to get to the door without being seen.
Everyone, please stay calm. Sable International has nearly finished their sweep. Off limits, ma'am.
Need to go around.
That's what you said an
I was going around, and then you made me freaking go to the right.
Sable is doing this for your safety.
More like
Hello. I know a few Sable agents who would love to meet you.
Okay, I'm gone.
Continuing sweep.
Multi-million-dollar building with network speeds from 1995. Ridiculous.
I like this thing. Gotta turn him around.
Got movement. Stand by.
Good boy.
Continuing
I'm sure Sable offers workman's comp. Elevator controls in the security room, next to the Sable agent.
I remember I was really annoyed with this level.
Mary Jane Watson? Super spy. Time to unlock that elevator. That did it. Norman's clearing out, and the elevator's unlocked. Time to head upstairs. Penthouse elevator. This is it. Norman and Sable, right on cue.
Find the alarm technician.
Stupid, useless button.
Yeah. How long have I been going? About 2 hours. I think I might...
Norman's guards have all cleared out. If he's hiding something up here, I'm gonna find it.
I'll complete this bit and then,
What is this thing? Schematics for a prototype combat mask. Looks like it can reveal structural weaknesses. Whoa, this mask is incredible. Is it showing a door hidden in that wall?
Of course
where
it
that
is.
leads. Norman bids the fabulous Osborne boys. Secret keypad behind the family portraits. Norman must like spy movies. I need to find the code for that keypad. Doors are locked till the system check finishes.
Yeah, it kind of forces you to actually examine stuff.
Scientific journals debating the Spider-Man problem. So weird there's a whole cottage industry focused on explaining Pete's powers. Weirder still that Norman...
MJ, Sable presence downstairs just ballooned. I think Norman's being moved. Worried they might spot me.
I might have had something to do with that. Keep your distance. I should be okay for now. Blueprint for the apartment. Tons of empty space right behind the wall with a family portrait. Who leaves space unused in a Manhattan apartment?
Yeah, I remember there was a lot of me just like running around looking for the thing I hadn't interacted with yet.
Work order for keypad lock. Looks like he used Harry's last day as the code. That must be the day Harry left for Europe.
Yeah. Alright, see? Reach an arbitrary point, and then it opens up.
Norman could be back any minute. Need to find that keypad code. Harry's last day. I know he left last summer, but Norman locked up Harry's room. Wants it untouched for when Harry returns from Europe. But where did he put the key? Looks like Norman locked up Harry's room. I wonder why. Harry said his mom used to cook all the time. You'd be surprised if Norman has ever even touched this. This room smells like rich people. Wonder if all this wine is from Norman's vineyard in Burgundy. City's in a state of emergency, but Norman still manages to get his laundry and cleaning done for him. What a hero.
Hey, Dad. On my way to Dr. Michael's for one last shot before the big trip.
Look at all this. Norman certainly likes to remind guests of his status. Wow, haven't heard Harry's voice in so long. He sounds so tired. Let's hope that journal is still here. Gotta check his room. Harry's room. But it's locked. Wonder where Norman keeps the key. Harry's mom planted this when he was born. Looks like Norman has made a point of caring for it now that she's gone. Beautiful.
Happy birthday, dear. Sorry I'm a little late. It's been a busy month.
Kieran Porter asked, so will you be watching Ruby Volume 7?
Especially today.
Yeah.
I put Harry...
Unlike some people, I actually like Volume 6.
I've sent him away. For treatment. We'll fix him, Em. I promise. Development of GR-27 was too slow to save you. It won't fail Harry. I'm keeping his room exactly as it is, ready for when he gets back. The key is with you, Em. I know you keep it safe.
Yeah, you have to find this first, because if you find the picture first, you can't spin it around until you find that.
On his own. What were you hiding from Emily's terminal diagnosis? I know Harry's mom was sick, but I had no idea it was genetic. Did Harry ever get tested? Harry's mom, Emily. We used to make fun of him for calling her the prettiest mom at mid. Score! This must be the key for Harry's room.
Yeah, I remember because, like, I interacted with that on my first playthrough. I interacted with that first before the recording. And it wouldn't let me spin it around.
What? This can't be for Harry, can it? His last entry is marked July 18. That must be the code to that room.
Which I hate it when games do that. I really do.
You are staying here. The antiserum's ready, and I'm going to supervise production.
You will be completely vulnerable without me.
I seem to be completely vulnerable with you. I'm going alone. End of discussion.
Keep Team 2 on standby. I'm getting some air.
Pete, Norman's cure is ready. He's headed to the lab it's at now. Can you follow?
Not without alerting him. Somebody spiked Sable's coffee today. Her men are set on double secret probation alert.
Okay, then stay ready. I've almost got the location.
Grid's clear. Control, I heard something. Running a sweep. Partial visual. Moving to confirm. Might have something, Control. Stand by. Sector alert. We've got a man down. Who's there? Hands up. What are you doing here?
I got caught.
Sure could use a coffee. Look alive. We've got company.
Okay, July 18. Bingo. Gotta find the location of the Devil's Breath lab. Something in this room must be useful.
Norman Osborn, GR-27 research log. The whole project has gone to hell.
Wow. Norman wins the fancy map contest. Looks like Norman's tracking Dr. Michael's movements. Creep fest. Kinda makes sense, though. Michaels is the lead on Devil's Breath. Huh. This shows all of Oscorp's properties. Had no idea they owned so much of New York. Sable troop deployments. They're stationed all over the city. I bet I can find the Devil's Breath lab with this. It must be an Oscorp property with a ton of Sable protection, frequented by Dr. Michaels. Nope, that's just a Sable patrol. Dr. Michaels went to this Oscorp building, but there's no security detail. This can't be it. Where do these three categories overlap? That must be the lab's location. Commercial buildings. Wow. So many records facilities. Oscorp's going all in on defense research. No. Norman's not great. A records facility could be perfect cover for the Devil's Breath lab. Bravo, bravo. GR-27. That's the code name for Devil's Breath. This is it. 10th and Cathedral. Isn't that... I knew it. 10th and Cathedral, Oscorp's records department. Perfect place to hide a secret biotech facility. GR-27 Martin Lee incident. What is this?
And we are rolling. I will be right next door. Just relax and let the medicine do its work.
宝贝，不要担心，不要害怕，妈妈在。
这个会治好的，放心。
你在什么？发生了什么事？我疼，给妈妈呼吸。
I'm not even going to get into or argue over how wrong you are about, like, you know, you say that you hated that it addressed major plot points from previous volumes, and then you also say, like, literally in your next post, I just want natural regression from previous seasons. That includes addressing plot points from previous volumes. Like, Adam ran at the end of Volume 5. They had to address that. That's why he showed up in Volume 6.
They started all this. They created Lee. I have to get this.
Who's there?
God, can we get like a Miles Morales story that isn't just dumb? I'm saying that because like his origin in this game is predicated on that spider just sticking with Mary Jane and not doing anything until like it sees Miles and then just like going after him.
High alert.
Pete, I've got the lab location and a lot more. How far away are you?
2 avenues over. Say the word and I'm there.
Great. Keep the motor running.
Control, I heard something. Running a sweep. Hey, who's there? Hey, don't move.
Sweet!
Can't still take down them from the front.
Hey, don't move. Take it down.
Wait!
Securage, aura is a thing. She survived it the same way that Raven was able to, like, use the ice powers in general. Like, did you forget that Raven's aura broke too and she still managed to use the ice powers on Cinder and the lightning powers before that? Yeah. All everyone had to do would be like,
I need to clear that balcony.
I don't want to be frozen, and then she's not frozen anymore.
Hey! Boss, we got her.
Pete, you here?
Turning off lights now. Are you okay?
We'll be in a few seconds. Northwest corner. You ready?
Wait, hold on!
It's too late. You're on!
You are crazy.
You're amazing.
Scare, I'm not talking about when Raven thawed herself out. I'm talking about how Raven still managed to use ice powers to freeze Cinder even though her aura was broken. Raven's aura broke at the exact same time Cinder's did. So if Raven is able to use any kind of magic ability whatsoever after that, so is Cinder.
So much to take in. Harry sick? Norman and Lee...
Not a difference.
And Dr. Octavius?
I know.
This is all my fault.
No, not this one
After
again.
this cutscene, I'm gonna wrap it up.
You are not alone anymore, Pete. Let Miles and me look after Feast. You find Norman. You find the cure.
Thanks, partner.
Anyway, that's gonna be it for this stream.
To get that
I'll
anti-serum
finish
and
this
start
up.
putting things right. There must be some way
I mean,
to
next time I
reach Leonardo.
decide to stream
Convince
Spider-Man.
them to give up this crusade for revenge.
Could be like
Both
2
done
days
so
from
much
now,
good
could
for
be
the
a week
world.
from now.
They can't throw their legacies away just to spite Norman.
I know it's not going to be before Wednesday though, because
Okay, Norman's on his
Monday and
way to get
Tuesday
the
I'm going to be
anti-serum.
throwing down on an
Better
honest
update
look at
Yuri.
Itsuki. New chapter will be out, and I'll be able to finish the script and throw that video
It is.
together in 2 days.
Oscorp just created an anti-serum.
There's a cure? Oh, thank God. How quickly can we get it to people?
I'm on my way to find out. The lab is at 10th and Cathedral.
So until
Wait,
next
I
time.
just got a report of a helicopter going down in that area.
Oh no, that could be Norman's helicopter.
Yeah.
I'd send officers your way, but I don't have any.
Don't worry, I'm on it.
Still on
So I'll be over
cutscene.
soon, I promise.
Not cutscene, but like, yeah. Alright, now I'm ending it.